Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bright, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
you're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Gillette. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets him around 6 there. Yaya Diaby brings him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Back-to-back carries here. We're working a couple of yards past the line. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. May now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
He breaks the tackle. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They'll throw on first. Gets this to Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And they get this down to the 28.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Third down from the gun. He's got time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on fourth down. Putting a receiver in motion. He's dropping back to throw. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Working inside the red zone. Cutting near the goal line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Blown back, it's the handoff. And the hit stops him cold. Well, he maybe got back to the line. Back to the well again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Johnson has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's a New England first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Jill. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
May throwing for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Rush coming for May. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Have the 60. Have the 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Shut up. Get up.
Here's the pistol snap to May. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Ready, ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Come 19. Come 19. Hawks.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. He throws a bullet deep to... They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-0 lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Patriots, nothing. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Shut up.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Ooh, this is getting ugly early, intercepted again! And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He finds Johnson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Ready? 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw, needing a 1st. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. 1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing is May. Oh no, they get him yet again! Marquise Bell making the play. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
60 average, 60 up. Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, 70 Lion.
From the red zone now. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points to end a lopsided first half. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To the air on first down, May. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now it's 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Buccaneers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Track 60. Ready. 7 Pirates.
Back now, pressure on its way. Culp with a catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
First down from the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
Patriots, nothing. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. May now from the gun. And they pick him off again. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the jump.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Now a give left side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up off sides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Tag.
Give now to the right. He loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. They only get one, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Wide open down the field, and he has it. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers trying to end this before the final quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Motioning the tight end left. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. That's completed right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Marquise Bell making the play. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive start. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards. Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, set.
The give inside to Stevenson. Into the second level past the 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Right up the gut. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Let's go.
They give it to him again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Man in motion here.
Go.
2nd and 8. Completed to his running back. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
70 range, go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
19, right here. Shut up. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check go.
Back to throw now. He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up here.
Come on, set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Set the knee. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Ready?
Throwing it again here. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Ready? Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut.
Setting up a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw, needs the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Running the counter, Stevenson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, 3rd down coming.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on